leaders are calling for a peace as the deadly fighting between Israel and Palestinian militants continue. Israel's prime minister says the fighting will continue until quiet and security is restored to Israel. Palestine's president says Israel is deliberately attacking the civilians and their homes. Israel says they've destroyed much of Hamas's tunnel network. Hamas militants are firing rockets towards Israel, but they've slowed down significantly. So far, hundreds are dead since the fighting has started earlier this month.
And the violent conflict between both nations is being felt half the world away. News 4's Tosin Fakile says those on both sides here in the Midstate are anxiously watching developments overseas.
The heavy airstrikes firing between Israel and Gaza is not only taking a toll on Israelis and Palestinians overseas, but also here in Nashville.
I've seen some of these firsthand experiences and had my firsthand experiences, as well as having family in Palestine. So that takes a toll on me a little bit.
We want peace, and we want to make sure that the violence stops and that there can't be terrorism that will just follow it.
What's difficult for both sides, watching and worrying about their loved ones.
I'm always concerned that I'm going to get that phone call, I'm going to get that WhatsApp message, and it's going to be somebody I know, and that's really what I worry about the most.
Of course, it's always been sad just because it's a reality that we've been living with like our whole lives.
The clashes overseas centered on Jerusalem leads to the question, what can be done to stop it?
With more people being aware and more people speaking out, maybe now we can all hold Israel and the U.S. accountable.
I think the most important thing would be for Hamas, the terrorist organization in Gaza, to stop firing rockets at Israel.
The Jewish community tell me many in their congregation have had special prayers and special services for Israel. Those in the Palestinian community tell me a rally is planned for this Friday at 4 p.m. in Nashville. You can get details for that rally on our website, WSMV.com. For News 4 Nashville, I'm Tosin Fakile.